Hello everybody, welcome to round 4 of the Gen Con 2023 preview deck tournament. Chris Nirvana Tool here, still games from the new squad over here. We've covered one of every faction, so if you want to check out my previous videos, just look in the channel, you know how to use YouTube. But they're all there as long as my analysis where I kind of break down each one of these. But what we have here is last round we saw an Alpha, and the Elves are back now. We got, on the left side, we got Drew Gunn, a veteran player. I believe he's a Medusa Lord Slayer, if I'm not mistaken. I think he helped kill that weird Chosen One in 4E. Going up against Wilson, a player I'm not really familiar with, but I was very happy that he let me film his match. So he's a good dude in my book. But Wilson's rocking the devs. You can see when I call him Andrew, when Drew Gunn sat down, he was just really all about like, don't worry about the devs. I know every card in there, but he offered to let Wilson read any of the elves. The funny thing is, Drew played against 3 Deverenians, which is a really good matchup for the elf, with all the spell blitz and all the planet characters from the dev. It just does match up well for him. So, and him being a good player who learns from every single matchup, it's probably not a good thing for Wilson. But Wilson's got he's starting the Squire Fendrick, which from round 2, remember Kevin Leach, he just started double of the improved Lady Mel over there. But I agree with starting Fendrick. I think it's a good play there from Wilson. But hopefully Wilson doesn't have the same plate that Leach did and draw some characters. But he knows, you know, he's just going to put pressure right now. Just at least try and disrupt this elf here. And we see Drew play the good old Grimoire elf chick who makes you discard a card, one of the newer ones. Just in case, if you have not watched any of my previous videos and you do want to see what these warlords look like, I am going to pop them up on the screen just a little bit just so you can kind of see here. But other than that, Drew's really playing just played a character really just to kind of keep stabilizing the ranks. Wilson senses this and he's just going to town. Like, he's going to make it happen. But I'm glad to see a little bit of offense from the dev put up a fight. Still waiting for them to play a character. We have yet to see the dev play a character on stream, but we might get it soon now. Is that of strikes? Looks like a pretty even exchange, except for that corpse crowd, you know. Here we go. So we got Ged Dawsett being played in rank 4.
It's a May. Okay, no, cool.
And pointing out a key thing right there, Drew wasn't sure. But High Acolyte Helene lets you put them into rank 4 or 3. Doesn't have to come in one rank lower, so if you're kind of jammed up here, you can do that. But Wilson, sensing his ranks, decides he's got to just throw Dawsett up there. Let me show you all the item that Dawsett has equipped to him, because it's one of the cool steeds. Myrdeth Mare. Unfortunately, he didn't really get to use that. He just wanted to get it up. He get a character up there just to be able to do that. But the steed is movement, it's attack bonuses, and it gives you an extra strike. And then, ooh, look at that. Okay, we just saw Wilson. I gotta try and keep up with these guys. They know what they're doing. They're fast paced, so they're just rolling. But Spiritual Respite is the card that Wilson just played on Dawsett. It's a really good roll order here. You can go 1 through 9 to unstun, 10 through 19 to ready, and then if you roll a 20, you're ready, and then also give them a +4/+4. Wilson only, unfortunately rolled a 1 through 9. So that's unfortunate, but he's still okay. He's setting himself up in position, hoping that Lord Barrow doesn't have any spells here. And he's really kitting out Ged Dawsett here. Dawsett's got the horsey, it's got the good old Spiritual Respite, and then it's got the Shock Saber. Equip fighters melee strikes, ignore planner and AC bonuses, and then after a target with a range strike, gain +10 AC for the duration of the strike. And its base stats are really good, but it is a weapon shield. So we see the Mare getting used and generating an extra strike for Ged Dawsett, but Drew's gonna try and just really cast a spell from his discard pile, and he's just going for a terrorize at this point. I think it's mostly just to get the +0 out of it the way and on Dawson.
I just remember it from somewhere.
That's only -6.
Yeah, so +0 on the negatives. That's even. So 1 wound.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
And
So he rolled an even on there, but terrorize does shrink skill and AC as well too. I'm not sure if it mattered with the roll. Couldn't really see what Drew did, but either way, we got a wound on Dawson. It's 1 character for the devs. It's 1 more than Leech got. So, but the elves look pretty good. That Dawson's scary. If that was not a spell slinger, that Dawson would have staying power right now. But hopefully Wilson can win some initiative in true Deverenian form and start punching some elves. It's going to be tough getting through that corpse crowd.
Here, well,
that will make you discard if you kill.
Drew warning him of the discard ability from the Grimoire that could be coming his way should he choose.
yes.
1 wound.
So puts a wound on the corpse crowd and kills it. Or corpse crowd has 3 HP, so Wilson just opting just to really put some wounds on it.
Oh, you're right. Odds. Right. Oh,
But
that got switched. Hold on.
You have 1 wound.
Yeah. I have 1.
You have 2 hit points left. If that helps. Yeah.
Yep, and then we got
4. Okay.
talking about the stats on Get Dawson over
There's
here.
a point from this.
Wilson just trying to really take it slow and figure out what's the best play here. Swinging the corpse crowd is kind of rough. Because he didn't break ranks, which is what I think he'd do. But luckily Drew can't roll even. And he clearly doesn't have a magic missile, otherwise he would have did it by now.
No.
He just keeps rolling on. But now there's 2 Dawsons up there. Now there's 2 of them. Alrighty. Some more devs coming. Dev is starting to stabilize.
Invoke the storm.
Now he's very stabilized with some Evoke the Storm. Here we go. That is Deverenian Avatar Core. We will pop that bad boy up for y'all to see. That's a big old character. I wish we had the tokens though. I don't have an image of the tokens to show you though. Kingswood Games did not print them, but that good old Stormlord character is taking a +7 in the corpse crowd and crushing it. And next strike on that little wizard there just to get him off the board. And the devs are looking stable right now. Drew taking the shot, still rolling. Drew is still rolling odds here. He really needs some spells to go off, but Count Damien.
Basically lets me do ball lightnings
And
from
Days. Count Damien's an OG. I think you all recognize that. I remember opening up Count Damien the base set. Like, oh, I got 3 strikes. This is so good.
Okay.
Put it in my Duchess Brimmen deck. But right now, Count Damien's just putting some HP in front. Drew putting on a bunch of items, kitting out Lord Barrow. He's got the Nihil. He's got the Book of Blight.
Effectively. Like it's DC 5 plus my skills.
Yeah, so 16. All right.
Yeah,
So,
it's 16 now.
Wilson doing the smart play, and what I would encourage everybody to do, don't be afraid to ask questions. If someone plays it, don't just be like, all right, cool, you played something, let me keep doing my thing. So if your opponent puts something on and you don't know what it does, make sure you know everything it does, just so you know what you're dealing with and you can make the right play. Wilson plays Squire Aragon, trying to bait it out, but Aragon did not roll well.
I will... Oh, I still have my Edith Mare. Good lord.
Yeah.
I am an idiot. Let's go for Tasman.
Wilson realized he didn't need to play Aragon. He could have just Myrdith Ring there, Myrdith Steed there to put some pressure there. But that's totally fine. Would have been nice to have Squire Aragon, one of my favorite Deverenians ever. But he's using the Spiritual Respite.
Oh god, now let's get him.
He's going to do it on Get Dawson.
Yo, yeah, that'll do it.
And he
It doesn't ready
the horse.
and he rolls high enough to ready.
And AC this round as well.
Okay.
Oh, he rolled a 20. So there we go. We got a 20 on the roll order. There we go. Celebrate time. That gives that Dawson some bonuses to stats.
I'm going to play.
I would have done it on the stun Dawson though, just because you can ready that stun target, and that would have been fine.
All right.
And Drew
So, it does that, and then I'm
doing some,
They both are at the same time. So I'll take the +0.
doing some interesting moves.
Actually,
Running
no,
Lord
I'm
Barrow to
going
the
with
front with a jump, and then taking the assailant with him. Taking a +0 at the second rank, and still, he can't buy a bucket. He's not able to hit anything. So Dawson's going to start chewing on Lord Barrow here. Eat that elf. There's one.
Second shot. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes.
And the bonus on that 20 effectively does it. So
I
2
will take a
wounds on
shot
Lord Barrow.
at the Gossip.
No.
That's a wound. It's +5. So. Oh,
no,
you
no,
have
no. I have +4.
Yeah, you have the +4
armor,
AC.
so,
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Ooh, he rolled the 4 on the even, but it's not high enough. The AC from the roll done it.
All right.
So,
Equip the Cloak of Flight.
Okay. Now let's journey.
Journey.
I knew it was a waste.
Drew
I was
runs
like,
away. This is fight another day. Has 2 wounds on him, but Wilson's looking real good.
All right.
That Stormlord it has a debt that's going to need to be paid.
And that one's still red. Okay.
Yeah, still spent. I knew what you meant.
But I don't think they've kind of picked it up yet. But I'm pretty sure, that Stormlord, at the end of each turn, you got to kill one of your Deverenians or do that. But I don't think they did it.
Okay, let me see. Nope, go ahead.
So Drew instead is going to start taking some +0s at all these planners.
Okay.
That's also a whiff.
He misses.
3.
That
hits.
killed him.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, that's going
that's
up.
a
That's
wound,
going up.
yeah.
Normally I count down, but we're
Yeah,
not
well,
counting.
usually, yeah.
Yeah,
I
normally
mean,
I count down, but go ahead. No.
Drew cannot roll.
oh my
That is the
god.
worst
Oh, he's
missile
magic
I've ever
missiles.
seen.
Only hit one of them so far.
Oh,
Whiff.
oh right.
That's my react. Was
Yeah, that's Jesus Christ. I'm sorry.
Wilson's so overwhelmed. He's like, oh my god, I think I'm dead. Oh my god, you roll bad. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot things. And it's just like, I think he's a little frazzled by Drew playing so fast. But things are working good for you, buddy. Don't worry. Wilson sees what he has to do. Like, let's keep the onslaught going. Takes 2 strikes on the elf assailant and takes him down.
let's try this again.
Drew is just like, hey, I know what I gotta do. I just gotta roll good with these magic missiles. There we go. He takes out that monster of a Dawson,
Trace.
and he's gonna try and take out the other one. I think, yeah, he just got 3 strikes there on that, and then gets another one on the storm. All right, we saw. Well, I guess I must have looked away. Wilson killed his level 2 character for the Stormlord, so it looks like that debt was paid. They were able to correct it. I didn't see when they noticed it, but that was good. So Wilson plays. Ooh, Get Bane. Well, I'll get Bane up here just so you all can see that. It's first time seeing him opposing lower level characters. Got some negatives here. Very solid character. It is planner though against this wizard, but either way, it's still at least 2 HP. And then Stormlord is still really the only thing holding these ranks though now though. So Wilson's trying to see, do I just like order up with this Get Bane? Do I just throw him up to the front?
Move, spend. Yeah, it still stuns.
Yeah, he still stuns up. But he was thinking maybe like you can order the front, spend, and then maybe stun Damien. But
That dude.
we have a ball lightning DC 15 from on the Stormlord.
Got it.
Got it.
He
+0
passes, and then Lord Barrow throws his +0
Yep.
and does not hit.
Get Bane.
Stormlord.
No.
Nothing. We got 2 Get Banes now.
Breastplate power.
Breastplate of Power. There we go. OG Boop. Let's go.
Use the second
No,
charge. I
no,
don't
that's
know
Bop.
what,
The
but-
Boop was the Braces of Ogre
that's
Power.
charge, huh?
Oh, that's
for
where.
charge.
Yeah. So I'm using the second charge. We'll go here.
And there we go,
DC
using
16.
the last charge. Drew's really just trying to get this character off the board.
Alright. Good.
Got it.
But
All right,
the
cool.
devs are practiced in
Forward,
spellcraft.
forward. Here we go.
Get Bane moving on up.
Because it's silly, Book of Light. It's a level 4.
Procuring?
I'm gonna spend the Book of Light charge. Can you roll a 1?
Ooh, here we go. We got a
It's a
new dev
DC
on the field. Let's pop that bad boy up. Which one is that? Sister Kieran.
Him forward.
Sister Kieran, oh, the time has come. Limited order, your target higher level Deverenian journey. So she's like Cardinal Celis for a higher level dev.
Okay.
that uses that ability to move Gedbane with the Breastplate of Power in front, basically
Let's
setting
go ahead and do
himself
that now.
up
That empty my
for
hand.
next turn.
Yeah.
But now with the higher bonuses, that Stormlord
And her again. because
taking out some of
my
these
hand's empty.
discard characters while he has no cards in hand. So Wilson making a smart play at the right time there. Drew has another magic missile, but unfortunately, he's out of nihils, he's out of spells, he's out of cards in hand. He's just passing. Wilson's feeling good. Now he's got to figure out what's he doing with that Stormlord. What debt will be paid? Is his sister? Yeah, the sister gets eaten. He's like, I need this offense. I just need to swing and hit that that elf there, and he wins a crucial initiative. So let's see what you got, Wilson. I think you just swing away, bud. Boom, he knows. He's like, I'm ready. +4.
No.
Oh, rolls a natural 1. Then bounces that with a natty 20. And here we go. Third strike for the kill.
Yep.
And Wilson takes game 1. Drew say that magic missile crushed me. Not being able to roll on that was something. But Wilson showing you the power of that Deverenian deck that we weren't able to see with Leech. You know, because he couldn't draw characters to save his life. But Wilson got those characters, and they were some good characters. Well played by Wilson for sure. But Drew, you can see with all those missed shots, like that's just a negative of playing the elf. Sometimes you just don't get enough, good rolls to do it, and there's just nothing you can do about it. Even with a magic missile, which is ignoring the planner, by then that Get Dawson had a 9 AC and then gained 4 more from the 20 on the spiritual respite. It was a 13 AC planner. That's borderline Q-tip territory there. But here we go. We got them setting up for game 2. Drew looks like he's considering. No, he's going to stick to the same setup. Looks like Wilson is as well.
I also didn't draw a spell the first turn. That was pretty great. The second turn. So it's just like, okay, I'm in casting position with nothing to do.
Make sure you hydrate, folks. And Drew really wants a spell turn 1.
It's the joy of the game, eh?
Every time you cast a spell, he gets a shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Infinite react.
Yeah.
It's just you have to cast a spell. So
Okay.
Infinite
literally
react,
just getting
it's true.
level 2 is...
Let's see. So setting up.
There
Well,
are some
even
games
Wilson's
where it
kind of
comes
like,
up.
wait a minute, is that good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Is your Warlord that good? I thought he might be that good, but I just want to make sure.
14?
14 to 16. So Drew takes initiative here. Starts off with the aggressive shots, +3 on these little guys, and rolls a natural 1.
Am I okay with that? Shockingly, no.
Wilson taking the time to plot out his, just seeing the lines that he has.
Sister Kieran?
He wants to put Sister Kieran out first. Let's get this character in.
No.
Just barely.
Alright, so
And
spend this guy.
we have
She'll fall
a
up.
miss by
+3
1,
on the guy
so
edge.
the ambitious Squire's still around. So Squire Fendrick comes up, tries to take out a corpse crowd, and whiffs. So Squire Fendrick for the second game in a row goes down. Useless. Let me pop up the ambitious Squire for you all too, just so you can kind of see what some of those level 1 devs do. I think you all know what the corpse crowd does, but good old ambitious Squire. He gets very ambitious, very baldwin troubadour-esque. But he's swinging at the spent character and misses. I think he just didn't want to have the death react go and then have even more HP. So Wilson wisely realizes that you shouldn't do that. But good old Drew's got some more trickery with the Grimoire Ghost. So one less card, and we see him. Drew kind of showing us his hand a little bit. I saw a Siani in there. We'll hopefully see that in a little bit. But the Squires are still swinging, and they cannot hit a barn. The broadside of it, anyway. +3 on the Squire. That will hit. Drew sees like a little leaner, kind of like, what do I do? It's like, yep, just move the card away. And that's how I kind of resolve leaners, too. It's wherever it landed, wherever it's cocked, if it's touching a card or whatever it's touching, pull it away from the dice. You would never push that thing towards the dice and make it fall. So always pull it away, and that's like the cleanest drop of what to do. Some people are a little stricter. They'll like, hey, if it's leaning at all, re-roll it. And it's kind of like a personal thing, but there's nothing concrete in the rules here. But we do see, the good old Stormlord is back, and he's got himself a shock saber. So he's going to try and clean up some zombies here.
9.
Rolls a 2 and gets it.
Yep.
And Wilson also knows, like, yeah, don't forget your little zombie thing there. Second swing, taking out the other corpse crowd to get a little bit more. And I think he's got the 2. He's got the 2+7s base. We see a Cloak of Flight on Mistress Alondra so that she can journey forward, maybe get a kill shot on in there. But ooh, Squire Arrogant doing 2 wounds to a corpse crowd because it does not have an armor or shield. But Mistress Alondra's going to try and get some revenge on 11 does and gets an extra shot out of it. The react already.
+4. Go at that square.
So Alondra takes out a Squire with it. Wilson's just passing. The Book of Blights on Lord Barrow. He comes up. He's going to read his book. See if, the ambitious Squire did his homework.
14.
So DC 14 here, and it fails by 10.
And that was total +5.
Oh, no, it's +1.
I was just checking if I got another charge.
Nah, he didn't get it. He missed the charge by 1. Because ambitious Squire has 1 skill. He rolled a 4 on a DC 14.
+6. 2 wounds.
Siani came in. I know it was a little off screen for y'all. Sorry about that. But Siani came in on the edge over there and popped on that 2 HP Lady Mel, and then killed it. So then Stormlord goes, have to kill level 2 that stuns forward the Dev Warlord, and that Stormlord is the only thing between that good old High Priest there and a hungry Elven army. And they're looking for some Deverenian blood here. Drew dropping a Nihil with his first action is usually a sign that spell's coming with the very next action to help get around this this planner and this shock saber, which still could be a problem. But Stormlord going to clean up some zombies and does.
Does nothing.
And then the little graveyard librarian guy goes down to.
Where's the third come from?
Oh, sorry, I don't have the third.
Yeah.
Wrong guy. There you go.
It's cool.
well, Wilson thinking he had Count Damien there, but. We got the magic missiles coming.
So that'll still hit with the quick shield.
Yes, and I'm
Because
gonna
you have
spin
15. Spin. Go.
All right, Wilson casting quick shielding in the reacts. Saw Drew moving fast, was able to get the quick shielding down real quick. That's why it's so quick. But giving the Stormlord some 5 AC, which is proven to be really good here. 15 AC is a little harder.
That hits. Oh, no, it doesn't. Misses.
That's odd. Yeah. All right, so
All right.
if you don't mind,
Yeah.
just so I know it's there.
I think quick shielding is until the end of the turn. I think that's what they want to see. Yep. After target character within 2 ranks during this strike gains AC equal to this cleric's level this turn. And because he cast a spell, was able to spend the Grimoire Ghost over there. But we have more magic missiles coming here.
4 with 5 wound.
Yes.
Yep. And this is a 6. Even, but not a hit.
Thank God I got rid of the 1.
He's 1 off, and
Going to
Wilson's risking it for the biscuit. Puts an item on there and Drew whiffs. So Get Bane's gonna come fly forward and help stabilize those ranks. But Mistress Alondra's going to the front. It's like sees your warlord there.
Lord Assailant.
Lord Assailant comes down just to kind of get things down, and the Arrogant is waiting to meet that Assailant when it comes.
Played that wrong.
Grimoire Ghost came out and realized Wilson has no cards at hand.
Let me go ahead and go
So Drew says like, oh, played that wrong.
no.
Let me get Lord Assailant up there because I don't think I've ever showed it there.
I'm going to spend the Blights to go here. It's a DC 16 now.
Book of Blight DC 16 on the Squire
And he
Arrogant.
failed by more than 10, so I get a charge back.
Fails by 10 or more, so he gets the charge. That's pretty big.
Alright, kill Fendrick.
Fendrix goes away in order to keep the Stormlord here. I think that's the right play. This is a 2-for-1 at this point. But what do we got cooking? 24 for Wilson, who's thinking he needs some good rolls with this Gedbane and a Shock Saber to try and take out some of these crowds. Takes him, misses the first, hits the second, and then going for a Laundra with the next one. And was able to hit that. All right, cool. So kept a pair of Grimoires there. Doesn't have to discard any cards, which is good. But that's going to give Drew some free reign to start throwing some spells that way.
Yeah, one hit left. One hit left.
Yep. Dark Bolt Flames.
Ooh.
2+5s. If I kill
We've yet to see Dark Bolt Flames on this stream. So
character from my discard into play.
It's a range
let's pull that up for y'all while Drew was explaining it. You might have heard.
Yeah.
He's getting 2+5, and he's bringing back a character every time it kills a character.
Same place.
So he's
That'll hit.
So
because it kills,
Stormlord used the Shock Saber to gain 10 AC for the first range strike and was able to miss, but second one hits with Drew, so Drew's able to go and just get a character and just put it into play. So he's just going to recur a Corpse Crowd. This is the really only way to recur in there, but either way, Dark Flame Bolts is really good. Necromancers are going to love that card when it comes out. But I think it's also pretty reasonable. You just get 2+5s, but you can bring back multiple characters with it though. So
I'll just make sure.
we see Drew reacting with the Lord Assailant to get to the front after that spell, but then also reacting with his Warlord to do a +0 and hitting Gedbane, which really makes things a little iffy. So Wilson says, need to slow you down, plays Gift from Above on Gedbane, and then uses his Warlord's React to spend the Assassin, the Assailant, just to get 2 characters off.
That's -4 AC and skill.
Shrinks Gedbane here, mainly just to get a +0, and takes out the Gedbane. So it's just good old High Priestess herself. The Elves have successfully chewed through.
Me at the end.
Wilson says, you know what, I'll offer you a beer right now. And Drew's not, he'll take that beer, but he's also going to swing. And despite a quick shielding to get up to a respectable 20 AC, is it? Like, let's see what that Deverenian's AC is. I'm looking for it. You all know it. Yep, 15. So it's a 20 AC. Doesn't matter. Corpse Crowd rolls that 19 with that +3 bonus. That'll put a wound on the High Priest.
I'm going to play Kamir. Let me know if you have any interrupts.
So Drew's just playing out his actions, moves his Warlord out of dodge in case of Rage Strike comes to the High Priest, but also gets Chimere up there and has a lot of items on Chimere.
No, the 18 doesn't hit because you have 20.
And then Drew's trying to go quick for the sake of time, trying to get this game when he knows he needs to win a game 3-2 if he's gonna want it as well, and there's the clock ticking. But not drawing many spells, just drawing a lot of items. Drew's still looking really good here. So Wilson discards a bunch of cards. The quick shielding's gone. This one's essentially in the books for Drew. I think we're gonna get a game 3. Just in general, just like facing down these strikes. Gotta hope High Priestess draws a level 2 and then all of these characters. But if you get that level 2, you are good. And he's got the Fendrick. So put the rally cap on. Let's see what you got. Devs are gonna come back unless
going to shoot your Warlord.
Chimere has something to say with it. Doing 2+5s.
20.
That's a wound.
Banish. And spend him.
So we see banish the wound to reduce the wounds by 1 and take the Lord's Assailant off the board by spending it, but Drew still hits with 2 strikes. So High Priest down to our last HP, and here comes Gedbane. Tresvin looking for a 50-50 roll, misses.
3 at the Warlord.
Bane stuns up,
Again.
and Corpse Crowd rolls high enough and gets the game 2 win. So we're all knotted up here, folks, going to a decisive game 3.
Yeah, no spells in the first.
This has been a pretty good match.
All that game hurt too.
Probably the best of them all, even the one I played. mainly because Bobby couldn't win initiative.
Helped me a lot.
What's up, Bobby? But
Second game.
Yeah.
this is a good one. I like what Wilson's doing. I think he's got a good feel for his deck. It's just, Drew, again, it is a bad matchup. And the fact that Wilson's now, he's played well both games, even though we're at a game 3. It is a rough position just because, again, bad matchup. You never want to see that. But he's done well up to this point, about everything he can do. Drew, just please don't let me roll like I did game 1. And that's kind of what he's thinking. But he's also, weary with the time limit. He's got to go faster. So if he's going to win this game, he can't waste time. He's going to have to win early. But it's advantageous for Drew from a tactical standpoint. If the Dev is going to win, and there's only let's say there's only 15 minutes left or whatever, the Dev might need a solid 20 in order to win. 20 minutes in order to kind of take that game 3. So Drew might still end up getting a tie with the time anyway. But we got to see how it's going to go. I think if it's going to be about speed, Drew's got the edge here. But see them rolling initiative, taking a look at their hands, and then trying to figure out the next course of action. So it looks like Wilson's going to start us off, seeing what lines he wants to go with. How is this going to play out with his hand? And he wants to give Fendrick another chance.
No.
And Fendrick is 0 for 3. Come on.
Oh, right.
I love Wilson's reactions whenever he sees this card. Like, oh, Christ. Here we go again. But Drew basically putting some characters in the way, seeing that Wilson's going to try and be the aggressor here. So he's just going to let him do it. But that Ambitious Squire is now bolstered thanks to Squire Fendrick. So we got him swinging away with an added bonus. And then +6 with the Corpse Ground trying to take out Fendrick. But we got a quick shielding to spend the other one. And a high roll from Drew will still get it.
Oh, plus 20. Yep, that does it. 19.
Yep.
Damn.
20 hits the 19 AC. It's still a good call, Wilson. Just a little unfortunate there.
All right, Count Damien.
Count Damien comes into play. So pretty good hand for Wilson.
It's +3.
Yeah, +3.
Drew lights him up, though.
Yeah, exile. Yeah, banish, whatever.
So, yeah, that little Grigor Librarian banishes when he kills. So that's pretty good. But Count Damien running on up.
Stunned up.
You got the wombo?
And Drew's just putting on the pressure. So Count Damien's stunned up. I do worry, though, with the Fendrick play. Like, can you get Count Damien in and then into rank 3 and then do it? Just would have been better. But Wilson went for the Spiritual Respite and just did not roll the 11 plus you need to ready Count Damien, which would have been super good. But here comes Lord Barrow.
I'm going to Ball Lightning that guy.
Ball Lightning an Ambitious Squire who critically fails.
React shoots.
And Wilson fixes. And the +0 from Lord Barrow is inconsequential. So then here comes the second Ball Lightning play from the discard pile. That'll put a wound on Count Damien. And then the other react. 13? I think that would have hit. Or I guess he passed the Ball Lightning check.
Yeah. Well, and it's +5 scry, so it's pretty hard to fail.
Then we have Lord Barrow scribing the magic missiles. He could have cast it with Nihil. No, he couldn't. He needs to move up. So he did, he's still saving that for next turn. That's going to be good. He's got at least 12 strikes on the board. If you roll really good, you can do it. But see a 15 for initiative from the Elves.
Yeah.
And he's going to go right for that magic missile. Let's see if he's got enough to take out Count Damien.
Oh, hold on. I have to redraw.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, Wilson shuffled in the Stormlord token to it, and he said let me just take that out and redraw, which is what he should do. That's an easy fix right there. Count Damien still goes down on that first roll from the magic missile.
Sorry, I got lost with all that. So,
Second one will miss. Third one hits. Fourth one miss. Fifth one miss. And sixth one will hit, though. That's good. So the Elves break through. Lines start falling. Wilson's got to take a look at his board, see what he can do best. That's a good one to get, but we got a lightning bolt. Drew doesn't want to waste anything. He wants to make sure that Warlord gets stunned to the front. does 2 wounds to good old new and improved Lady Melorance. I guess I can call that character by their real name, Church Watchguard. They just watched as the church got the doors kicked in, though. High Priest stunned in the front. Ged Bane is trying to suit up, see if he can come and defend something, but we gotta see. Wilson's all out of actions. He's just sitting back and waiting while Drew does his thing here. He's got a lot of strikes coming at that way.
Hits. I'm gonna move him up. He can move up. Here you go.
Play Lord's Assailant.
Wilson's
I'm gonna terrorize your Warlord.
waited for all those strikes to get it, and then we're going to terrorize the Warlord. -4, so this makes it a 50-50 shot to kill him. And gets it. Drew with the hot dice, able to come back. I mean, that's a tough matchup, like I've said for a while, but Wilson played well. That was a good match. Very happy to have seen that one there.
That's why I did it that way. It was like,
yeah, seeing them like kind of that now, they're all running back. Oh yeah, this is what I was thinking. This is what I can do. It's what everyone does at every match, though. But either way, 2 great players and gave us a really quality match there. So very. Look at this. I finally chose a good matchup to show and record, so you all got to see some good stuff. Don't worry, there's some other good games. They're coming your way, but hopefully we get some more of the quality of this. But congrats to Drew Gunn, who moves on. I think that's his 3rd dev he's killed, so I think he's 3-1. Wilson's still going to be fighting for position. He'll still be all right. He's still in it. But either way, that'll wrap it up for round 4, folks. So if you like this, please leave a comment. Let me know what you think about these videos. We still got more in the works here. I'm filming them as much as I can and as fast as I can, but I'll get them out to you. So thanks for watching. Hope you have a good one and take it easy. Bye-bye.